That's what I like to hear, my man. That's what I like to hear. Nah, bro, I got on today. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really planning on trading because of OPEX. I'm just getting on to kind of tape read because what's it called? It was on when did we catch that last trade? I think it was Wednesday for FOMC. I'm like, oh guys, like I'm not even planning on opening the charts, dude. I opened them when I woke up. Boom, straight instant 75-point trade. I'm like, all right, bro. You know what I mean? I feel like anytime I say I'm not gonna trade and I open up the charts when I'm not on live, a setup comes along. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just get on for Friday. I haven't gotten on in a while. Wednesday and yesterday, of course. So I'm just gonna get on today just see what's going on. What's pretty much what's happening. But yeah,
So you guys, I'm always yelling at you about pullback entries, right?
let me see. But yeah, you're in longs right now.
I closed out my longs.
Ah, okay, got it,
I,
got it.
I hit max profit, but yeah, I'm shooting at longs for whatever that was, Wednesday or Tuesday, New York London high, session high
Ah, okay,
on Tuesday. Yeah.
got it, got it.
So we already took out my TP or PT.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Coming into market open, we shot straight into this level of liquidity over at pretty much 100. I had 2297. We're way beyond that now, but yeah.
Yep.
Nah,
That was my
but
initial TP. You
looking
want to
at
take the screen?
sure, I guess.
Cool.
Let me see. Nah, bro. Looking at the what's it called? Looking at the overnight session. I mean, it obviously we're super bullish here, so I don't really think we're gonna stop anytime soon. Now the problem is, guys, with us, why are we pushing? I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure because looking at the Asia open yesterday, look at this. Right, we've been bullish since the second the market opened last night. Now, why exactly are we bullish? I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know. I really don't know. It could be because of war, but what could possibly be so bullish right now? That's you know what I mean. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna I'm keeping an eye on it for sure. But we are ripping up like crazy, so we could probably cook something up. Now I am gonna be extremely careful today because obviously you guys know we weren't even supposed to be on today, but we're on just in case. You know what I mean? Um. But here, let me go ahead and put out that I'm live over here on YouTube real quick. I'm gonna say today's gonna be more of a short stream, I would say. Because obviously I'm not really planning on anything to really form, but I'm just getting on just in case. All right, now we are pushing up like crazy, and we are about to hit this next level of liquidity. But I kind of have to form a little bit of a plan here. Put it out over here in the server. I gotta form a little bit of a plan here, just in case, like just so we know, in terms of what's going on, how we can be prepared, and all that good stuff. All right, guys. So just give me, give me like a few minutes, to kind of get my levels and everything in control. And I'll give you guys like a pretty good and well developed game plan so we know what to do coming into market open and all that good stuff. All right. So in terms of ES, I really don't have anything marked out. So let me get that taken care of really quick first. So let me mark out these levels real quick. Let me just mark out this one just in case. And in terms of the downside, there's not much I can really mark out here either way. But in terms of levels, I guess we'll just focus on these two for now. In the meantime, since ES is a little bit behind, I would say NQ, right? Yeah, way behind. Okay. Let me mark out this one over here. Let me of course mark out this Asia low right down here. Let me drink some water real quick as well. In the meantime. Okay. I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are mentioning a 5-minute gap. If you guys are talking about this one, I it's barely a gap and it already got closed either way, so there's not much we can really do after either way. Now I will say, guys, hear me out. All right, you guys know today is expected to be as choppy as possible. All right, why? It's OPEX. It is one of, if not the choppiest day of the month. And coming into market open, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know last night or throughout the pre-market session, it's looking super bullish and everything, but guys, the volume is already off. All right. Now you might be wondering, like, yo, we're going up like crazy. What do you mean the volume is off? Well, yes, we're going up like crazy, but look at the size of the candles. All right, very slow. Obviously, we're trending, but very slow and very just low momentum candles. You know what I mean? So there's not much really happening as of yet. In terms of setups, no setups just yet. We are taking out some levels and we are trending, which is two of the four things that we need. But you guys gotta keep in mind, we still need an entry model and we still need a setup to really form here. We don't have much to really work with off open just yet. Although we are super bullish, that's about it. All right. Now, in the meantime, let me still kind of keep working on these levels. Let me just make sure I have everything all set because I didn't really prepare too much last night. I'm not gonna lie. But in terms of levels, mark out this one as well right here. Yeah, kind of like a 10-point difference there. Okay. Mark out this one. And yeah, on the 50-minute, it kind of seems like we don't have any gap at all either. So yeah, in terms of a setup and entry model and all that stuff, we still don't have anything, guys. Can we inverse the 50-minute gap? There's no, unless you're talking about the one from the past. Are you talking about this one right here? This one? Because if you're talking about one that we have here, we have no gap here. Yes? Oh, okay, got it. Let me check it out. So this gap right here. Okay, 53 points, not horrible. It is an old one. Now, could we inverse it? I would kind of avoid it. And here's why. All right, guys. We okay, right now, speaking of, we're inside of this bearish 15-minute fair value gap that you guys have been mentioning. All right, now here's the problem behind inversing it. Why would you guys want to inverse a gap after we've almost taken out two very strong levels of liquidity inside of that gap? Exactly. We can reject at any given time exactly how we're rejecting right now. It just makes sense, right? So why exactly are we rejecting off of this gap so strong? You guys got to keep in mind we just took out a level of liquidity right down here at 22,997, which is going to be this high up here. And even if we went a little bit higher, we would have taken out this level at 135 and rejected off of this bearish value gap. Now, what if we didn't reject off this gap and we go right back up? Can we still take longs from it? Yes, you could, but I wouldn't, just because if we just barely go above it, we could still sweep this level and get stopped out. All right, so if you guys want to have a really, really perfect, really, really good looking setup, I would say if you're going to inverse a fair value gap, don't have any levels nearby that have been swept recently, and just so you have that extra target to go even higher. Because let's say, for example, we would have inversed this exact sell-off can happen right up here just because we took out this level of liquidity right here. All right, so I would just be a little bit careful with this one. All right, so would I take the inverse? No, I wouldn't. All right, but we are getting a pretty nice sell-off here. In terms of points, 36 points, not so bad. Obviously the candle kind of just opened up about 2 minutes ago. So hopefully we're able to form some sort of a setup here. I really wanted us to take out at least this level of liquidity. It's just a level that we don't have to worry about, going forward. But just because we didn't take out this level, this still means that this is probably going to be a pullback and we're probably going to go right back up. All right, guys. Now, I definitely don't want to rush anything off open. Before I give you guys any sort of a setup or any sort of a game plan, which I'm still kind of like coming up with as we go along, because I didn't have time to prepare before the live trading. But before I give you guys any sort of a setup, I kind of want to give the markets a few minutes to kind of see if it wants to chop out because of OPEX or if it wants to be volatile because of the war news. All right, but yeah. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. Because right now we are selling off. Although it does look like a nice sell-off, it's not the strongest sell-off either. It's like 37 points, I think. Yeah, 36 points, nothing crazy. So we're still waiting on it. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes to kind of see if we can like get some sort of an idea going if you guys want to trade today or not. But I'm gonna give it to maybe 10 around there. I feel like that'll be a pretty good time range. Because the same way we pushed up and the same way we pushed down, going forward, we're probably gonna chop out in this range. So I definitely want to be a little bit careful there, for sure. But yeah, are you only doing commentary? Yes, I said it in the announcement yesterday. I was just gonna get on, guys, just to talk some ideas. If you guys want to trade just like how we did on Wednesday, you guys can take your own trades. But for me, I told you guys since Tuesday, I was done for the week already. But I'm just getting on just in case something forms, and if you guys wanna talk some setups and take them with me, we'll go ahead and take them, or you'll take them. You know what I mean? Just like how we did on Wednesday. All right, guys. Wednesday, you guys saw the setups. Most, if not all of you guys, took it. You guys made some money, and you know what I mean. Even though we were not planning on trading on Wednesday, so it's the same idea today, pretty much. Pretty much the same idea. 50-point sell-off. Yeah, we are selling off even stronger as we go. So I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna start saying, obviously, I want to start flipping more into a bearish bias. I'm not gonna lie. I personally still think that this might be just a pullback in the market. Just because if you look at the higher time frame, we haven't broken past any lows yet, so I'm not as bearish as possible. But I am definitely leaning more towards bearish as we go for sure. All right. But yeah, now the whole reason I'm still kind of bullish is, I mean, look at the higher time frame trend, right? It's just one selling candle compared to like a million green candles. All right. So we still have to wait it out a little bit here. What, bro? The contracts roll over to MNQU, not MNQM. So switch them over to MNQU and you should be good to go. All right. Anyways, okay. So pretty much what I want to see here, once again, guys, is, or what we're getting here, what we're pretty much seeing is, once again, you guys mentioned it. We had a 15-minute bearish rally right here that we've rejected from 1, 2, 3, 4, a minute candles here 5 times, pretty much. So we've rejected off of this 15-minute bearish rally 5 different times. All right. Now, on top of that, we also just took out, or not just, but we took out this level of liquidity over at 22,097.75. And now we are holding below this level of liquidity, pretty much meaning that we are sweeping it. Yeah, we took it out and we swept it. All right, which is beautiful. This is another sign as to the trend pretty much flipping back to the downside. All right. Now, on top of that, obviously we are selling off from this bearish rally gap, another fair value gap projection. And we're getting a ton of selling momentum going on. So what does this create? Well, we created a 50+ point candle, about 60 points, right? That is almost double what we need for a fair value gap. So it is actually going to be a very, very good imbalance. All right. So we have kind of everything lined up here. We have a bearish fair value gap projection. We have a DOL sweep. We have sellers stepping in, and we created another imbalance to then go ahead and shoot down to the downside. All right. So honestly, not a bad sign. All right. So how exactly can we take the full advantage of the setup right here, or the setup that's currently forming? Well, what I would want to see is wait for this candle to go ahead and close, wait for a retracement into this gap, get about a 35-point rejection. If the selling looks pretty good after the 30-point rejection, we could then look to take shorts somewhere around this area and look to shoot this down all the way down into this level of liquidity right here, and possibly even lower to these 2 levels right here. All right. So yeah, and by the way, it does look pretty good with the selling coming in really, really nice. I don't know if this is going to be some type of war news that's going on in terms of us selling off, or maybe just, the charts selling off because of all that stuff. Who knows? Who knows? All right. But yeah, the 5-minute IFEG, there is nothing on the 5-minute in terms of fair value gaps from what I'm seeing. The only fair value gap I'm seeing on the 5-minute is this one. And there's no way we're going to wait for like a 100-point sell off into this range to then get an entry. You know what I mean? I would much rather get an entry from up here and then trade it into this as a price target. All right. Small one right now. Are you talking about this one? No, this is not a fair value gap. This candle is extremely small. Yeah, 26 points. All right. Yeah. So in terms of this right here, there's no fair value gap. The only one that we have is this one right here. And even if we do, let me see if we even have it right here. Yeah, 49 points. Yeah, definitely a fair value gap. But yeah, so in terms of a game plan right now, guys, I would want to see more of a retracement into this gap right here. 1 hour inverse. I don't trade off the 1 hour. I really don't trade off the 1 hour. But anyways, let me go ahead and kind of start typing this up for the people that aren't on the live trading. Just in case, we can definitely get a read going. So let me kind of get this going real quick. So yeah, give me 1 second. Let me type this up.
So guys, if we don't get a solid close outside the 15-minute orb opening range breakout, it can bounce in between for a little while. That's where all the
That's the thing I'm scared about because of OPEX. It could start up very, very soon.
Oh yeah, keep an eye on that. Trade safe today.
Let me see. Coming to New York open. I'm liking the way NQ took out the highs and screenly rejecting from this 15 minute for this setup. Okay, switching over to the 5-minute time frame. We can see that NQ felt previous highs at 22,097.75, and is rejecting from the 15-minute bearish. After price out Undid. Okay, in terms of setup, I am lacking downside though, so we can look for a retracement into this current 5-minute PG followed with a 30 plus 1. All right, there you go. All right. But yeah, on the 5-minute time frame, pretty much what we're looking for is look to take some shorts somewhat like this, reject down into this in the first price target, second price target, and obviously these price targets right down here. Wouldn't be a horrible idea. And with today's market, honestly, a 30-point stop doesn't sound too bad, I would say. But I would want to see something like this, I would say for sure. Something like this. All right, let me read the thing over again. Okay, so coming into New York Open, I'm liking the way NQ took out the highs and is currently being rejected from this 15-minute periodic up on this for the setup. Switching on over to the 5-minute time frame, you can see that NQ took out this previous high at 22.97 and is rejecting from the 15-minute periodic gap after price took out the level. Sellers on Q came in aggressive to control, so then hold below the level to confirm the sweep. To confirm the DOL sweep. In terms of setup, I'm liking downside. Those good looks. All right, there you go. All right, let me put this out real quick. Now, I just want to be a little bit careful today, guys, just because of OPEX. Just like KP said, definitely play it safe today if we do end up getting the setup to play out. Definitely size a little bit lighter, go into the markets with consideration, you know what I mean? And stuff like that, because it can get very, very ugly in any given second. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, let me kind of delete this for now. Or actually, let me kind of put this up just like this. This is what we want to see. But yeah. No, I'm not. I told you guys I was getting on today just to kind of it's called tape reading. It's just when it's kind of like commentary. I get on the markets, I share my charts, I share my ideas. If you guys like it, you guys can take it. If you guys don't, then don't take it. You know what I mean? Same thing like what we did on Wednesday. You guys made a ton of money. You guys ended up trading it. So yeah, same idea plays out today. All right, guys. But yeah, for me, I made my money for the week, so I'm good. I'm happy with the profits for me. All right. Definitely don't wanna go into the weekend giving anything back at all. So yeah. But in terms of a setup, guys, this is pretty much what we're watching right now. We want to see a retracement into the price. No, this is the 5-minute, guys. This is the 5-minute. We are currently on the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, it's called tape reading. We did it on Wednesday. It's nothing new, bro. Let me see. News today? No. We don't have any news today. Yeah, no. In terms of news, we don't. I don't think we have anything. Let me double check here. Yeah, no. Today, nothing today. Let me check up on. Let me see if there's any. In terms of the sell off, I want to see if anything ended up kind of happening here with the whole. Okay, when did the sell off start? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, no. In the last 20 minutes, we really haven't had any news come out in terms of like anything like crazy. So yeah. Do you use this TraderAway app? Are you on your phone? If you're on your phone, that's the first mistake that you're making. Yeah, no one, dude. Trading on the phone is near impossible, bro. You have to be on your computer. It's just all the options that you have for TradeAway and other mobile apps and everything, dude. They're just so clumped up together because there's so much that you have to like take note of. So it just makes it extremely hard. I guess no. Now we can still get, bro, guys. We haven't taken out any price targets to the downside. Bro, guys. We can literally do something like this. Look, we could do something like we go all the way down. We just barely miss it. We go back up, and then we can still go down because we never took out the level of liquidity. Keep that in mind. You might take the opening range break and retest. I mean, yeah. To be fair, the thing is, I don't know how to trade that, so I can't really say anything. Yes, it's still looking bullish. No, it's not. Nah, bro. We're going down, bro. We're taking out levels as well. Yeah, we're taking out some levels here. We just took out the opening thing right here. We still have the same lows as NQ as well. We kind of make these levels kind of. How do you make this like? I think position. Oh, because I want to be able to see the. There you go. I want to be able to see those London highs and lows. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So in the guys, in the meantime, while we wait, if we even end up getting a retracement here to see anything, guys, let's talk about next week. All right. Let's start preparing a little bit for next week. All right, because I know we were expecting this week to be one of the worst weeks, which honestly it wasn't so bad as weak as we thought. You know, I mean, we guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When I saw Monday being a cash day, I'm like, nah, there's no way I'm gonna get a trade Tuesday. There's no way I'm trading a Wednesday. I might stay cash this entire week. All right, and we ended up going 3 for 3 this week. All right, so that's surprising. All right, but in terms of next week, let's see what we have. All right, so in the meantime, while we wait for this, all right, let me show you guys. All right, let me see if you guys can see my screen perfectly. Hold up. All right, yeah, you guys can see it. Okay, so guys, for next week, all right, check this out. All right, are you guys ready? If you guys thought it couldn't get any worse, all right, look how many red folders we have. Powell, bro. Uh, but we can't catch a break, guys. We really can't, bro. Okay, so going into next week, guys, it is gonna be an FOMC day practically every day next week. It's what it seems like. All right. So coming into Monday, guys, we have just the usual PMI, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Existing home sales PMI. Going into Monday, I would say we have to be a little bit more careful coming into market open. We should wait for like the 10 a.m. candle to happen, and then we go from there. Right? Nothing crazy on Monday. Going into Tuesday, we have Powell speaking at 10 a.m. Right? And when he's testifying, guys, this takes hours, bro. This guy talks for hours. All right. And what happens when Powell is speaking? Markets go up, markets go down. We can't predict it. All right. There's nothing in the charts that will tell us, hey, Powell's going to say this, it's going to be bullish. All right. So, and the problem is, it's going to be at 10 a.m. straight. So we can't trade market open and we can't trade after as he's speaking, pretty much, or after 10 a.m. So, bro. And not only that, guys, but on Wednesday, he's speaking once again. What does this guy have to say that takes 2 days to say it, bro? I don't get it. So I'm not gonna say that we're gonna stay cash for Tuesday and Wednesday, but instead we might just have to trade the PM session. I feel like that's gonna be better because I mean he's speaking, but he's not gonna be speaking all day. He's probably gonna speak for like what 2 hours maybe. Um, Usually it's about 2 hours. From around there. And then coming into Thursday, nothing crazy, just 8:30 a.m. news. Pending home sales at 10. We gotta pay attention to this. So yeah, looking at next week, guys, what we're looking at is we can't trade market open. And by market open, I mean the first 30 minutes of market open. We can't trade it. We got to wait till 10 a.m. comes along every single day because we're going to have a news report coming out every single day at 10 a.m. Look, 10 a.m. Friday, 10 a.m. Thursday, 10 a.m. Wednesday, 10 a.m. Tuesday, and 10 a.m. Monday. All right, guys. So every day next week, all right? Every day next week, don't really expect the trade to form before 10 a.m. because it's going to be really risky. All right? Yeah, next week is looking pretty hectic. All right. Is it tradable? Hopefully. Hopefully. All right. Hopefully it's looking tradable. But for Monday and Tuesday, we're for sure going to trade the PM session. We're probably going to avoid the AM. So I'm probably just going to sleep in for Monday and Tuesday until the PM starts. And then for Monday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll just trade after 10 a.m. All right. This week was like the best week ever. I don't know about that one, but it was an okay week. Okay, how would you guys rate this week out of 10? I would personally say this week was like a good like 7.5 out of 10. I would say like a good 7, maybe high sevens, like maybe 8 out of 10. I would say. We did go for 3 for 3. So in terms of the trades, 10 out of 10 for sure. But in terms of like price action and all that stuff, like a good 7.5 out of 10 ish. I would say. PA sucked. Well, we knew it was gonna suck. I mean, You know what I mean? It's not like a huge surprise here, right? We had war news, we have FOMC, we had markets being closed, we have OPEX today. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's definitely something. It's definitely something. But in terms of the trades that we caught today, I would say, maybe like a nine out of 10 ish. We went 3 for 3. I'll definitely take it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Now, while we were yapping over here, we've kind of done nothing for a retracement yet. So far nothing yet. All right. Let me see here. My trade view is showing me a black screen, no candles. Does anyone get this? It does show the numbers moving. Send us a screenshot. Let me check it out because it has happened to me before. Maybe you're just zoomed out of the candles. So just send the screenshot. Let me check it out. But yeah, next week, hopefully, guys, it is not going to be a mess. Hopefully. What do you think about the 30-minute fair value gap, David? I don't really look at the 30 minutes, but I mean, we're in it right now. I mean, I guess we could say that, but I don't really pay attention too much to the 30-minute time frame. Bro. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Yo. I'm dead. Anyways, in terms of no, we're still selling off here. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever said that we're not gonna get a retracement, you might be right, bro. We were selling off with no buyers in sight, guys. It was me. Yeah, bro. I mean, we still could pay now. The problem is the further down we go, the more work we need to go back up, and we haven't seen a single sign of buyers for some time now. All right, we haven't been able to hold anything up, so hopefully we're able to see like to get a retracement. We need 70 points, bro. We can barely even get 10 points. So yeah, but how are you guys finding these, bro? Yeah, no, we're probably gonna see this price target beforehand. And guys, if we see this price target in terms of a setup, we might be a little bit cooked for today. Um, so yeah. So I'm really, really hoping that we get an unexpected pullback into these highs up here, and then go right back down. All right. Yeah, PT1 is about to get hit. If PT1 ends up getting hit, then in terms of a setup, we're kind of missing the whole point here. You know what I mean? There's not much we can really make out of it if it already got taken out. All right. So I'm really, really hoping. I'm not gonna lie. We're probably gonna see PT1 beforehand, but let's just see. All right. What about the fair value gap at PT1 from the London low? You talking about this one right here? Let me check it out. 49 points. It is gonna be a fair value gap. Would I inverse it? It depends. All right. The reason I'm saying it depends is mainly because if we take out this low, we need to see if we want to go lower into the London low and Asia low right down here, or if we want to take out this low, bounce off this fair value gap, and reverse right back up because of a deal wall sweep right here. All right. So I don't know just yet. All right. I would have to see how this level reacts. If the selling still comes in very, very hot and very, very strong, we can definitely look to take out this level and possibly even go lower through this fair value gap right over here. All right. But yeah, in terms of selling off, guys, we had such a beautiful setup. We had the price targets clean, but we couldn't get an entry just because we never got the retracement. Very unfortunate, but it happens. All right, we just got to move on to the next setup. All right, guys. But yeah, just like someone said, wait, hold up. Let me go ahead and yeah, all right. Just like someone said, we could definitely look to take something from this right here. But before we say whether the setup is valid or not, we need to see how we take out this level of liquidity right over here, this white line right here. And depending on how we take out this level of liquidity, whether we want to, if we start getting weak and selling, or if we want to reverse right back up, or if we want to go even lower, we will know what to do exactly from this fair value gap right over here. All right, guys. So yeah, we will have to see. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is, if sellers look strong, if they still look strong below this level of liquidity, we can look to take shorts from this right here into this over here. All right, but it depends on how we react off this level. All right. But yeah, now I was gonna say we can still get a bounce here. I'm still kind of hoping for a bounce, but I don't know. Maybe I should just let go of that setup because I don't think we're gonna see it anytime soon. But yeah, if anything, we'll just wait on this one to get retraced into. So yeah, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. But now I'm not gonna lie, guys. Although the market doesn't look like it's the best right now, it also doesn't look like it's the worst, and that's very surprising. Coming that today is, you know, what I mean, it's OPEX. All right, it is OPEX. So I'm very surprised that we're getting some sort of a very nice move over here. But we'll see how long that lasts for sure. Because we are kind of getting away from market open, so the volume is definitely dying down just a tiny bit. All right. But yeah, no candles. Hmm. Try making a new tab at the top. Try making a new tab and put MNQU. Because that's a little weird right there for sure. David, isn't it selling like crazy because other contracts are no. It's not no, not like that. No. Typically, when money is being taken out of the markets because the contracts are expiring, that just makes the market move very slow. It doesn't make the market go down. Because guys, if it was that easy, we would just short OPEX every single you know what I mean, every single third Friday of the month. You know what I mean? If it was that easy, we will go ahead and let me see. Tell him to hit the gray arrow top ring right off the chart. The gray arrow. Oh, yeah. Okay, so apparently he's talking about this arrow right here. Apparently you gotta hit that and it should fix your issue right here. So yeah, the gray arrow. Gray arrow. Try it out and let us know. OPEX is related to options. Look, OP stands for options and EX stands for expiry or expiring. Yeah. OPEX. It's kind of like, just a short way to say it. But yeah, so far we are still selling off. So yeah, we're about to see these lows right down here. Like I said, depending on the way the selling looks, if the selling doesn't look so strong, we will avoid this setup right here. But if the selling looks very spiky and very aggressive, after we take out this level of liquidity right here, we can definitely look to take some shorts into these levels of liquidity right over here. All right, but yeah, it looks like nothing is stopping us from going any lower right now. David, what is the size needed to be considered a gap? 40 plus points on ES, or I mean 40 plus points on NQ, 10 plus points on ES. All right. Also, is that the size of the gap or the candle? The candle. It has to be the size of the candle. All right. The gap can literally be like the size of an ant. You know what I mean? But if there's still an imbalancer that's being that's active, you can still definitely take the trade. All right. Let me see something. Guys, if sizing light, no, I'm not trading myself for today. I told you guys, I'm only doing commentary today. I don't trade OPEX. I was just getting on just because I didn't get on yesterday because the markets were closed, and I obviously want to give you guys, um, I want to give you guys some content over here. Do you only trade? Do you only live trade on Fridays? No, I live trade every single day. I live trade every single day. But hold up, guys. If I'm a little quiet right now, it's because I'm looking at something on my phone over here. Hold on. All right, yeah, bro. Man, all right, I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, no, guys, I was a little quiet because you guys know I've been waiting for my exhaust. It finally got to Miami, but now, anytime that my mechanic posts, I'm trying to look in the background if I see my car in the shop, but it's still they're still working on another car. So, dude, I've been carless for like a week, bro. I've been stuck in my house. Ah, but yeah, hopefully it's done soon, man. I'm dying to get my car back, bro. Check my house after, bro. Nah, bro, trust me. I pass by every now and then, using my mom's car, and it's still in the same spot that I left it. Is you want to go? Yes, bro. I don't need another car, bro. Well, now I kind of do, but no, no. Let me kind of mark this out real quick. There you go. Yeah, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what came in real quick for the people that are into cars at least. Check this out. Hold up. Check this, guys. Look at this, bro. It finally came in, but the thing is, he's like, oh yeah, I need the car lift because right now he's working on some Lambo or something that has some issues, but he's been working on it for like a week. So me and the guy with the Lambo, we haven't had a car in a while, bro. But yeah, no. It's because he hasn't. Bro, his shop is full right now. So my car is kind of like on the queue. You know what I mean? It's kind of just waiting there. At this point, your stuff. I know, bro. I know. Bro, we missed his touch into this 5 minute for Valley of the Foreign recently. Nah, this is not a gap, bro. Wait, what? Oh, you talking about this one right here? Yeah, regardless, it's not really a gap. There was no gap here. There was nothing that we could have taken shorts from here. Let me see. David, should I send in the setup? Should I send in the setup for another? Wait, what? David, should I send in the setup? I didn't send it in last time Ampeo got. No. Oh, no. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to. But yeah, all right. We're about to retrace back into this level of liquidity here. Now, I just need to see what type of reaction we get off this level, whether we still want to go short or not. Because it's definitely going to be a lot riskier. Now that we take out a price target, taking shorts obviously at the lows, it's a little hard. You know what I mean? It's a little hard to work with. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what we can do. I've taken like 5 trades on my PAs every day. Will I get denied? No, bro. There's no reason to. Now, if you exceeded the 30% rule, then probably. But you guys can take 1,000,001 trades a day, and you'll be fine. But yeah, we're still waiting on this. I'm not gonna lie. Hope it wants lower. Um, I do too, bro. But in on, bro, I personally think that. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that price is slowing down a little bit? I believe so. It's definitely getting a little bit slower here. We weren't getting as much aggressive selling as we were over here compared to here. So yeah. I personally, and by the way, bro, thanks, bro. But yeah, anyways, I personally think that yeah, price is definitely getting a little bit slower here. I'm not gonna lie, guys. OPEX is definitely starting to cook up a little bit here, and it's starting to make the markets move a little bit slower over here. All right, so yeah, if we don't see anything in sometime soon, I agree with Apple. We might have to call it soon if we don't get anything forming. You know what I mean, in the next few minutes, because what's it called? Look at the 1 minute. I don't even want to look at it. Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's definitely getting a little bit slow. We just finished getting 2 doji candles right here. We got another one right here. The selling pressure is definitely dying down compared to this selling. Look at this. Straight selling, straight selling, straight selling. Getting a little bit weak. A little bit more selling. It's getting weaker and it's getting weaker. All right. So yeah, I can't read your name because it's dotted out, but someone said that there's definitely a lot more risk being added right now, and I kind of agree. All right, so I'm gonna give the market a few minutes. I'm gonna see what it kind of forms up here. If we're able to sell off, just maybe again, and if we don't, I'll probably just get off and obviously stick to my plan of staying cash for today because obviously today is OPEX. All right, but yeah. Can you explain the effect of that OPEX can have and the reasons for it? All right, so for the people that don't know, okay, so in the stock market, right, in the New York Stock Exchange, obviously there's this thing called options, right, options trading, and it's very, very well known, if not the most well known thing for trading. All right, now you guys know when you're trading options, before you get into any contract, you have to choose what strike you want and a time limit behind that strike. That's also known as theta. All right, now every third Friday of the month, most contracts for that previous month are expiring on this third Friday. Every single month, third Friday of the month is going to be an OPEX, right? When most contracts expire. All right. Now, when a lot of contracts are expiring, pretty much what that forces everyone to do is get out of those contracts and pretty much take money out of the markets. All right. So when money is not being put into the markets, obviously the markets do not move. And definitely when the money is being taken out of the markets, it takes away the volume that we should have had for the Friday. All right. So pretty much this, well, long story short, pretty much what it is money being taken out of the markets. Obviously, when money being taken out, there's not enough money going into the markets to make it move, and that just means that it's going to be chopping up because obviously there is no action going on in the markets. All right. So yeah, for the people that might be new to the premium or to the people that might be new to trading, write this down. Every third Friday of the month. No Monday, no Tuesday, no Wednesday, no Thursday, only Friday. Every third Friday of the month is known as OPEX. All right. Yes, they do, bro. Yes, yes, they do. Um, Let me see. On Apex, for example, on 10 accounts, do you request a payout all at the same time, or do you do no, do it all at the same time? Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah, Nico. I mean, bro, we agree. You know what I mean? Like it's like I said, it is OPEX. Um, and OPEX is definitely starting to show itself for sure. I mean, 3 doji candles so far. We haven't seen any movement, and we haven't even taken out the level of liquidity. So definitely something. Definitely something. All right. So like I said, guys, if we don't see any action in the next few minutes, I might just stay away as we had planned, and we just come back Monday. All right. Regardless, this week has been flawless. We have had a beautiful week. So obviously, definitely nothing that we want to be giving back in this type of market right here. All right. No, a doji, not doge. Doji candle. Pretty much what a doji candle is, guys, is when most of the candle is a wick. So look, for example, the candle opened up right here. We didn't see downside. We didn't see upside. We didn't do anything. All right. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much a candle that just does nothing. All right. So it would be something like this. So it would look like this and like this. This would be a doji candle, right? The body barely exists and just huge wicks up and down. All right, pretty much what that tells you is that that candle does not know where it's going. All right, so these 2 candles, these 3 candles, this one, and this one, right? This one, and this one right here. They're all known as doji candles and doge candles. You're good, bro. You're good. You're good. But yeah, it's just candles that tell you that nothing is going on. All right, equal buyers, equal sellers. Exactly. No one is winning. No one is picking a side. The market is not trending. All right. But yeah. Huge SMT. Let me check it out. Not really, not really. We're still getting the same type of bearish trend in a way, or bearish movement. It's just the market is just not moving. So it's not really SMT. It's just lack of volume because of OPEX, of course. All right, Blast. Quick question. Is there a reason why we didn't take a retracement at the 15-minute fair value gap? Because we didn't have a DOL sweep. Wait. Is the reason why we didn't take the retracement at the 15-minute fair value gap? We didn't have one. Are you talking about this one right here? If you're talking about this one right here, I only trade fair value gaps that are formed recently, not from a few days ago. So you could use this one more for like a bias in a way, for more for like to know what to expect. All right, yeah, pretty much, yeah. All right, anyways, we just finishing out this level of liquidity finally. So let's see what we could do here. Now, like I said before, I say whether we should take shorts or not. I want to see in the next few minutes going forward. I want to see what type of reaction we get off of this. Whether sellers might get weak and might reverse this back up, or if sellers might take a little bit more control and inverse this bullish rally gap to go a little bit lower into these levels right down here. All right, but so far from the looks of it, we are getting some very, very, very strong selling. So we're probably not going to get any sort of a sweep here, but we don't know until we see, obviously, the inverse going forward right over here. All right, in the meantime, I kind of have to type this up a little bit. Hold up, let me type this. Let Let me see. Hold up. Give me one second, guys. Let me lock in real quick for the setups to watch here. Let me see. Same bias. Oh my god. But keep guys. If you guys want to enter off this one, the selling is definitely there. If you guys want to enter, go ahead. Same. With the selling spiking in extremely strong here, you can look for some shorts below this 5-minute IFUG. Dude, I gotta type this fast, bro. I had no time to do anything there. I couldn't explain the setup there or anything. But here, let me copy and paste this real quick. The trade is already halfway done, bro. It's already too late. But I mean, if you guys were on live, you guys for sure saw it. I don't know if anyone took it. It's definitely something. Jeez. Yeah, we are selling off like crazy, man. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting this whatsoever. Did anyone end up getting into that? Someone made 100, someone made 1,300. David, why don't you? I already told you, bro. I'm already done for the week. 350. I'm already done. I'm happy with the profits for this week. I just told you guys today. I'm just getting off for commentary. Damn, bro. A lot of you guys ended up catching it. Jeez. 180, 130, 465, 2,000. This guy made like fucking 40K, bro. Look at this shit. not actually, but he made like, I don't even know how much this is, bro. Like 16. This is like 5K or some shit. Damn. All right. Well, anyways, let's see if we can shoot down into these lows down here. I'll be very, very surprised if we do. Let me see. Up 1.6. By the way, guys. Okay, wait. I'm gonna say real quick, guys. How was this setup right here, or this entry model a little bit clean to you guys, or no? Like, what would you guys rate? Because very clean. It was okay, guys. But I just want to make sure that you guys actually read it and knew that it was, you know, what we were looking for. You know what I mean? Because for the setups to watch channel, it took me some time to kind of type this, and as it was selling off, it kind of, you know what I mean? I kind of put it out there. But if you guys were able to catch this in time, let me see. Can we still enter for lower? I want to enter here for sure. Okay, if you missed it, what you could do is wait for a retracement into the new gap. Just pass through evals. Nice, bro. Nice. But yeah, I would say for the people that might have missed. By the way, how many points? Okay, if you might have. Okay, let's say you entered off of this range at 29, maybe 30. Dude, 40 points in like a split second, bro. That's crazy. Anyways, okay. So what I would say here, guys, is if you missed the initial entry, which would have been right here, what you guys could do is wait for this 5-minute candle to close, look for a retracement into this gap right here, and then possibly look for lower. That's what I would do. By the way, for the people that were spamming your profits in the live training chat, but you guys already know, man. Go spam that in the profits channel, man. If you guys want to. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, like I said, if you guys do want to look for a retracement, if you guys didn't get an entry around this range, what I would say on what you could do is look for a retracement off of this gap right over here. Like this. Something like this. But what are you guys talking about? Your PA is gone. Bro, but the trade went 40 points. What are you guys talking about? What? Nah, bro. Chris, bro. I'm asking the same question, bro. Yo. I'm there, bro. There's no way you didn't micromanage a trade that was up 40 points, bro. Yo, I'm so confused, bro. Anyways. Nah, you guys gotta learn how to micromanage that, bro. You can't let a 40-point trade go red, bro. Anyways, okay, we're kind of retracing here a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna be a full-on reversal just because ES did take out this low right here. But I'm gonna keep an eye out on this one right over here. I'm gonna keep out an eye on this one right over here. Let me see real quick. Late fill, but how much of a late fill did you get? You entered 15 points late and made 300. Now you guys gotta be careful. You guys gotta be like always, guys. I always tell you guys, you guys always have to be paying attention to. Remember, the markets will never wait for you. All right, the markets don't care if you're gonna late entry or not. But yeah. Rejection off the Asia high, the Asia low. You mean? No, the Asia low is right over here. No, the London low is right over here. I personally think that this is gonna be kind of more of a we could possibly expect a pullback into this high up here. I mean, this fair value gap. Let me kind of mark this out real quick. Something like this could possibly happen. Yeah, because we're kind of pulling back a little bit here. Let me kind of write this up. If you miss it. Hold on, guys. I'm typing up another setup here. Pay attention to the 5 minute. The price is able to hold on, guys. I'm still typing this up real quick. And 21, 847. If price is able to hold below this level of liquidity with aggressive selling, our bias will remain bearish. We can look for price to retrace into this 5 minute bearish FEG, followed with a 30 plus point rejection with aggressive selling. To look for another entry into shorts to target these levels of below. All right. Something like this, I would say. Now, I'm not saying you should enter yet. Obviously, we're still waiting on a nice rejection here, but you would look to target something like this, I would say. Now, the thing is, this buying that's coming in is really, really fishy. I don't know. Because we haven't taken out any levels. I mean, we did. We took it out right here, but I'm not so sure. Like I said, if we get a 30-point sell-off with aggressive selling, wouldn't be a bad setup. At all. So if you guys might have missed it or might want to re-enter or whatever, this might be the next setup that could work out here. All right. Now, obviously, I'll guide you guys through when you should enter if the entry model is presenting itself. For now, obviously, don't enter shorts just yet, because obviously we're still not even rejecting from it. All right, we're in the gap, but we need to see a 30-point rejection from this gap right here to then look for another entry. So if you guys might have missed the first, I'm on the 5 minute time frame. If you guys might have missed your the entry for the shorts off of this inverse right here and missed the 40-point take profit point. Or not, like if you guys didn't take profits around here, I would say this gap right here could work in our favor because I mean, there's no way we sell off all this way to not take out these lows right down here. I mean, it's like a magnet. You know what I mean? Why not? Now, the thing that's a little fishy over here, guys, or a little skeptical. I'm not gonna say fishy. That's like childish. But what's a little bit skeptical here, guys, is we sold off such a strong amount, and out of nowhere, we got a full-blown reversal out of kind of nothing. So I don't know, because why do we get so much selling in 2 candles to then fully reverse it right back up? You know what I mean? I don't know. But I'm going to kind of put that thought in the back of my mind and stay bearish until London and Asia and try to work off something like this. Now, if we would, okay, let's say for example, we're rejecting off of 945. All right, that's our rejection point. So we would set our stop loss at 945 like this. So if you want to find an entry, oof, that's far, man. I'm not gonna, it'll be at the candle low. So if this candle is able to break past its current low right here, you could probably look to take shorts for about almost a 1 to 2 risk reward. Yeah, pretty much a 1 to 2 risk reward into these lows right down here. So if you guys want to look for something like this, well, would be so bad, I would say. What's good, Krabby?
Yo.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Dude, that's really fishy, right?
Blood.
Oh,
All right, what's up, bro? Anyways, yo, I saw you were on live today, bro. You catching it?
Just tape reading.
Just take, nah, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't trade OPEX.
Yep. Me neither. Now, bro, tell me how I give the chat you know, a nice little idea, you know, like what, like 40, 35, 40 points, whatever. You know, the trade, because we cut shorts from or they cut shorts from 930 all the way down to like these lows right here, right? Dude, tell me how someone's like, I blew my account.
Atta boy.
Yo, what the hell? That's crazy, bro.
That's like a new that's a new discovery.
No, like that. No.
Green trade.
No, but
From the side, what do you take?
I don't know. I don't know. I literally told, I'm like, guys, you guys need to make sure that you're micromanaging the position at all times. I mean, like, if the trade is 40 points and no one in the world is telling you like to trim, dude, just take it on your own. You know what I mean? The one thing that you should never let the market do is let a 40 plus or 30 plus point trade go red. No, you can't let that happen, bro. And I'm calling you out so you learn your lesson, bro. So you don't do that shit next time, man. You gotta learn one way or another. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Nah, real shit, bro. Like, bro. But yeah, so far right now, I'm kind of just trying to see if we're able to get some sort of a rejection off of this 5-minute gap, like a 30-point rejection, to see if we can take shorts again into these price targets below, or if they could take shorts. Nah, it's not even being shots fired. But look, if you're not, I feel like if you're not held accountable, bro, you're gonna do the same mistake. You know what I mean? Like anyone that went like for the two people that went red from this 140 plus point trade, come on, guys, like, really, bro?
Dude, we need last year's summer price.
I know, bro. We're stuck, bro. Guess what, Krabby? You know how this week was bad?
Yeah.
Dude, guess what? Guess what we have waiting for next week, bro?
Hell speaking.
2 days, bro. At 10, in the middle of the best time to trade, bro.
I know.
You really can't make that up, bro.
I know.
You really can't make that up. By the way, guys, we're still waiting on a rejection, so don't think that this right here means our entry. We're just waiting for the rejection so I can find a good stop loss to place it for you guys. So in the meantime, I'm gonna kind of like take this out real quick. Yo, how the you see what I mean, bro? Like, what could you be trading, bro? Like, how are you down so much, bro?
WW.
Dude, I'm serious, bro. Like, how, bro? How do you let it get to that point, bro?
Yeah, what's going on?
Bro, we put out
What's happening?
a beautiful plus
You know
40.
who's talking?
Huh? Oh, I think he
Yeah,
might.
got the opposite.
Wait. Is he talking to me or is he talking to the chat?
Me doing that.
Bro, what? David, what?
I don't know, bro. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think he was talking to someone else. Anyways, okay.
No, I'm unmuted. I unmuted myself, and I'll mute myself again.
What?
You saw my bias.
Wait, is it... Yo, I'm confused, bro. I'm confused. All right. Anyways, all right. Yeah. So far, it seems like we're not getting not much selling over here. So I don't know if this fair value is gonna hold up for too long. Like I said, guys, our bias is gonna remain bearish as long as we're able to hold below 964. If we break above 964, forget about the setup and just get off. All right. But yeah. We'll see. Like I said, guys, if we hold above 964, my bearish bias is out of the picture.
Yo.
Bro.
You can't
Oh.
think of the word.
Bro.
Oh, David.
right, let's see if I'm not gonna lie. Right now, we're forced to sell off. If not, then the setup is kind of like, kind of cooked. So let's say, for example, we were to sell off right now, and our high is set at 961. We would want to find our entry around like 930s. So pretty much a green to red flip if we're able to get that. Well, we're not gonna get it in this candle because it closes in 5 seconds, but it would look something like that, something like this. So this next candle would have to kind of sell off below 930. Now, I would say, guys, if we do end up getting the shorts, be careful. I would say try to find a candle that's as aggressive like this into here, because right now we're kind of getting like, I'm not gonna say we're getting a reversal, but we're kind of getting more of like, I don't know, it's getting slower. That's what I want to say. But yeah, guys, if we break above 964 again, I think I'm kind of done, because I mean this other trade went for plus 40 points. So, all right, wait. Oh, yo. Okay, guys, yo. Okay, yo, I don't even know what to say. I don't know where that came from, but we're sending off, guys. So I guess this could be a possible entry. Off of that, I mean, I don't. Some news came out. Let me see. Hold up. What a sell off. Yo, we're selling off, guys. Yo, Nick, did you catch anything, bro? Or did you miss it? No way. Yo. No, bro. Yo, Krabby, look at this, bro. Look at my screen share.
I know.
Yo.
Guess who caught that bitch?
Nah, bro. Now, guys, PT1 was hit. Nah, Nick, bro. You're trolling, man. No way. Guys, I hit PT1 for 50 points. Bro, nah, bro. That's... Bro.
It's been the fastest 60 points of my life.
Yeah. Yo, did anyone catch that? The second entry? Bro, nah, I did. I feel hella bad, bro. Wait, you got 60 points? Yo, no, guys, we're actually selling off. Yo. What the hell, All right, let me see. Yo. Wait. Oops. Oh, shit. Yo, dude, what a day for OPEX, bro. I got... Yo, how many... Bro, Nick, bro, I feel so bad for you, bro. Fuck, bro. Dude. Dude, it's happened to me before as well. Bro.
Bro, he put his stop where price is supposed to retrace.
No way, bro. Nah, because like...
Nah, bro, that's... No offense, by the way. That's a horrible stop.
Dude.
You can't put your stop in the rebalance and expect price not to take it.
Wait, guys, by the way, for the people that are green, guys, if you guys are green, go, whether it was from the first trade idea or this trade idea, which is the second one, guys, go posting in the profit channel and at me real quick. Bro, I deadass feel so bad for Nick, bro. Dude, it's like to the tick.
Impressive.
Dude, the banks are looking out after you, bro. Dude. Nah, but I deadass feel so bad, bro.
Nick, trolling aside, your stop was incorrect.
If anything, your stop should have been placed at least up. I mean, dude, if you're gonna place your stop right there, you might as well just put it at the top of the fair value gap. You know what I mean? So if it did get inverse, I mean, it wouldn't even be a valid trade idea. Bro. Nah, we gotta work on that for sure. But guys, if you guys are green, guys, go do me the favor. If you guys are green from the first trade idea or the second one, guys, go at me in the profit channel. Go show off your wins and all that good stuff. Yo, wait, you passed your account. Sir, good shit. Yo, you tagged the... Oh, you tagged my alt account. But if you guys are green, guys, go post it over here. By the way, guys, in the chat, type 1 in the chat if you guys are still in some runners real quick. Because we're probably going to see this London low really quick. Type a quick 1 in the chat, guys, if you guys are still in your runners. Asia, yeah, London and Asia. I'm seeing a few 1s here. All right, bet. I didn't say anything off the 1 minute. What? Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, bro, Nick, bro, you should have, dude. If you're gonna place your stop loss right here, bro, you should just place it right there at the top of the fair value gap, bro. Dude, why the hell did we even sell off? There's no news here. I'm not seeing any news. Oh wait, never mind. U.S. prepares action targeting allied chip plants in China. So I guess it's like tech news. U.S. seeks to revoke waivers for Samsung. Some random companies that allow them to use U.S. technology in Chinese factories without case. I don't know what that means, but I guess it's bearish. So, yeah, I guess it's just tech. So I'm assuming Nvidia should be selling off like crazy now.
Yo.
I know. Guys, we're about to hit the PT2 if you guys are still in your runners. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. There it is. Taken out. Nah, dude, I did like. I don't even care that everyone is green, bro. Bro, my friend Nick, bro. Oh man. There's a full price target there. Dude, I feel so fucking bad, bro. There's that London low. And we're pretty much done. Bro. Dude, I don't know, man. On to the next, I guess you could say, bro, because like, dude. Anyways, guys, bro. Yo, guys, we just had guys, the trade hit the price target. We went from 400 to 300 people in a blink of an eye. Yo. Right, before we get off, guys, if you guys are green on the day, guys, go post your profits over in the profits channel. Bro. See, Blast, we can't trade OPEX. It's all good. Nah, bro, it's just one good day, bro. Audience drops faster than the market. Dead ass, bro. But no, seriously, guys, if you guys are green, guys, please go do me that favor and post over in the profit channel. And all that good stuff. And yeah, guys, if you guys are done for the day, which we're pretty much all done. I mean, the trade already, you know what I mean? We're done. I mean, we're done. We're done. That's it. So yeah, guys, if you guys are gonna go ahead and get off, before you guys get off, just know, have a good weekend, have a blessed weekend, and have a safe weekend. All right, guys? Be ready to keep taking control over on Monday and for next week. All right, guys? But yeah, this week, I guess we went, what, 5 for 5, I guess you could say. I'm not gonna count the other trade because this trade right here did move a little too quick. I'm not gonna count it, but we are gonna count this one, all right, as a winning trade. All right, since most people did end up catching this one. All right. David, you said it's gonna be the worst week in a while. It ended up being one of the best trading weeks of my life. Yo. Yeah, it was definitely better than we expected. David, do you think it's gonna go lower? With this amount of selling pressure, we're probably gonna see a little bit lower, but we did end up hitting everything to a downside. So honestly, I'm kind of already done. Like, I would say this would be the lowest point that we see today. If the selling pressure continues, we're probably gonna see this Asia low right over here. All right. That's as far down as we can go, in my opinion. All right, but personally, I think we're probably gonna start chopping up around this range, if not just get a full-on reversal. All right. Did you stay cash today? I did, yes. I wasn't really planning on trading OPEX. Plus, I'm already super green on the week. I'm happy with my profits. I'm done. All right. So I just got on today just to kind of tape read for you guys, just in case you guys want to catch some trades. You guys can definitely follow along. All right, guys. But yeah, by the way, for the people staying on, real quick, can you guys rate the setup? Because I know I've been doing a little bit more commentary trades lately. Hey, peace out, bro. Peace out. But yeah, how would you guys rate like the understanding of the setup? Did you guys understand it good? You know what I mean? Was it 10 out of 10? All right, bet. All right, I'm just making sure that you guys are understanding everything that I'm saying in the live. I don't want anyone here to be like clueless or lost or whatever. I'm just making sure you guys know. Remember, when we're looking for before you guys get off, when we're looking for a continuation model, you always wait for price to retrace into the gap and sell off 30 plus points. Once price sells off 30 plus points, you set your stop loss at where it rejected from, which will be right here in this case, and you're gonna enter right over here at the 30-point mark. Then you enter just like that. All right, guys. For the people that don't know, all right, for continuation models, 30 points rejection. Place your stop at the top, and then you enter. All right, guys. That was a W setup. Beautiful. I'm glad you guys understood it. All right. I'm just making sure. All right, guys. But yeah, all right. That's pretty much my job done for today, I would say. All right, guys. But yeah, I'm done, I guess, for the week. And yeah, all right, guys. All right, I'll see you. Let me see. Blast, I'm $200 out from passing 5 of my evals after a week that I just started. Should I try to take one more trade today or wait for Monday? Bro, I know you're this close to passing, but bro, I've been in your shoes where I'm like, bro, I'm so close. I could just take a random trade and just pass it. No, bro. I ended up blowing that account. All right, my man. So be careful. Be careful. I would say wait till Monday. Wait till something new forms. Take it light and then pass it, for sure. All right, bro. So yeah, just take it easy. Yeah, just wait it out. Wait till Monday. Wait till a new setup forms and then just go from there. All right. Hey, David, is there a minimum trading day for passing evals to Apex? No. If you buy an Apex account today, which if you are, use code Blastoise. Little plug there. But if you bought an eval today, yesterday, or 3 days ago, and you passed it today, you will get the activation thing tonight at 6 p.m. EST. All right, you guys know every single day that you pass an eval at 6 p.m. EST is when the charts reset. That's when they'll send you an email saying congrats. Here's how you pay for it. Here's how you activate it. Blah blah blah. You get the point. All right. All right, but yeah, guys, I am done for today. If you guys haven't already, go post your profits over in the profit channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a safe weekend. Peace out, Krabby. Peace out, KP. Peace out, chat. Peace out, guys.
So
Peace, peace, peace. All right, and YouTube, hopefully you guys were able to enjoy the stream. Hopefully you guys were able to catch these 2 winning trades with us. And yeah, guys, I am done. If you guys do want to join the premium, guys, use code PAYOUT. That's PAYOUT in the first link in the description to join the premium to get 0 delay live trading and real-time alerts so you guys can be able to catch these wins with us and make profits just like this, guys. Let me see. So you guys can make profits just like this. All right, so if you guys are interested in joining the premium to get 0 delayed live trading, guys, click the first link in the description. Use code PAYOUT for 75% off any premium upgrade. All right, guys. And yeah, other than that, guys, I am done for today. All right, guys. Hopefully, you guys were able to make some money with me. And yeah, have a safe weekend, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out, guys. Peace.